these are? Do you think your feet were ever this tiny?
My feet were never this tiny. I was born with a size 10. I never had.
Oh, no, this poor child. You hear that, Thumper? You hear that? You know, you don't have a chance.
Say, do you think we've got enough photo albums here? Maybe I should go out and get some more.
You must be kidding. We have dozens.
Well, all right. I suppose there's enough to last us till we get out of the hospital anyway.
One thing's for sure. This baby is not going to be camera shy.
No. Well, you are going to put the baby's picture on the front page of the paper as soon as it's born, right?
You are joking.
Yes, I am. But you have to admit that being at home here with me is a lot better than being cooped up in some stuffy old newspaper office, isn't it?
Well.
Well? What do you mean, well? Come here.
I've been putting those red roses you send in here every day, just like you ask.
Thank you.
You'll see.
Where did this come from?
I don't know, ma'am.
Who would have sent this?
I'll be at the gatehouse if you need me.
Oh, Brandon. I miss you so much. You were the center of my life. And now you're gone. Nothing holds anymore. I can't come to grips with anything. Or anyone. A young man has come here, darling. He appeared out of nowhere. Like this yellow rose. He says he's family. Part of me wants to believe him. And part of me is afraid to ever believe anything again. I don't know what to do. You had such good instincts, darling. Tell me what to do. Please, Brandon. Give me a sign.
I'm perfectly capable of changing my own child.
I know. But Michelle has a bad case of diaper rash. That's why she was crying last night. You need to use this ointment on her.
Fine, thank you. I'll handle it from here. Yeah.
Claire. Claire, Marina and I want to talk.
Well, you're just going to have to wait because I've got to change my child so I can take her to the daycare center. Thanks for not doing that.
Oh, Claire, please.
There's never going to be a better time to get this thing out in the open, so why don't we do it now?
What?
Marina and I have given it a lot of serious thought. And we've decided to sue you for sole custody of Michelle.
Guiding Light. This portion is presented by totally new Pampers, helps keep your baby dry from top to bottom. And by new improved Lemon Fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the squeeze on dirt.
Introducing a breakthrough in...
You guys can't mean that. I'm Michelle's mother. Why would you want to take her away from me? I'll let you two see her whenever you want.
Claire, Ed told me what he walked in and saw last night.
What? What did Ed walk in and see last night?
He said he came up here and saw you with one of your med students.
So? I am entitled to a private life, aren't I?
Of course you are, but Claire, he's one of your students.
Briggs is not a child, Maureen. He came here on his own. I didn't seduce him, if that's what you're implying, Ed.
We are not implying that at all.
Very good. Because my relationship with Briggs, or any other man for that matter, is none of your business.
Yeah, I agree completely. So long as it doesn't interfere with the well-being of Michelle. But that's exactly what happened last night.
It did not happen last night, Ed. Michelle's a fussy child, you know that. She was crying for my attention.
She was crying because she was in pain, Claire.
For God's sake, a little diaper rash is not going to kill her, Ed.
Look, the point is, this isn't the first time you've ignored Michelle's crying. It's becoming pretty obvious to everyone that you would rather push your daughter off onto a stranger than give up a night on the town.
That is not true. I love my child.
Claire, I want to believe that. But Maureen and I have seen time and time again that you put your interest ahead of Michelle's. And my daughter deserves better than having a part-time mother. And from what I saw last night, I know that's all you'll ever be.
Yeah, darling, I miss you so much. They just aren't the same without you around here. 2 coffees, I know. What? Oh, yeah, that's great. You met who? Mayor Bradley. Honey, I'm Canadian. I don't know who that is. That's great. That's terrific, Mindy. I know. You have two milks, right? No, 2 chocolate milks. 2 chocolate milks. I'll be there. They're just right down
here. Out of my way, son. The natives are getting restless.
No, really, you don't have to do that,
Talk to your woman, son.
No, not you, Mindy. It's somebody else.
Now, here we go.
It's Rocky's dad. He's helping out.
Want a shot of bourbon in there?
What?
Guess not.
Yeah.
All right, now. It's for coffee this morning. Here we go. Keep them lips a-flapping, son.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot down on the house. Yeah, I'm about ready to start the nursery. Well, I would have gotten more done, but I don't know. I haven't been sleeping too well at night. Why? I guess I miss having you to hold. Oh, you really have to go, huh? Okay, that's great. Mindy, one more thing. Well, I love you. Yeah. Okay, darling. Knock him dead. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, listen, I really appreciate you helping out like that. It's just,
My pleasure. How's the little woman doing?
She's doing just great. I just wish I had more time to work on the house, you know. I'd really like to surprise her when she got back.
I'm still available. At the right price. Now, I really can use the money, and you can use the time off. What do you say?
Well?
You ask me, you hire him. It's like asking for trouble with a capital T.
I hate to kiss and run, but I've got to kiss and run. There's a few things I've got to do.
I thought you said that this was much better than going to a stuffy old office.
It is. It is, believe me. There's a few things I have to take care of. I won't be long, I promise.
Oh, Kyle, it's just that it gets so lonely here without you. I just start bumping into furniture. I don't have anybody to talk to. Listen, do you think it would be all right if I went to the office just for a couple of hours this morning? You know how good I've been feeling.
Maeve, look, I'm bending Dr. Ramsey's orders by letting you out of bed. I don't know how you talked me into that in the first place.
Very carefully.
Nice try. No going to the office.
Well, what about if you had Catherine bring your work over here and you could stay here and work?
She wouldn't be able to do that, not unless she's a lot stronger than she appears. What I have to do is to go approve the site that the architects have picked for the new research lab. Besides, while I'm gone, it'll give you a chance to just rest and take it easy and not do anything.
All right.
Now, you're going to promise me that you're not going to leave the home while I'm gone, right? You're going to stay right here. Okay. That's my good girl. Now, you get plenty of rest. I'll be back soon.
Yes, sir. I promised that I wouldn't go out, but I never said a word about not having any company.
Hello, Joe. Hey, William, look at this. We're booked solid again.
Business has been booming since that Sampson girl contest.
It certainly has, and I am seriously considering raising my prices.
Warren, have you by any chance seen Simon?
Are you kidding? This early in the day? Simon is a night person, India, but I guess you know that as well as anyone.
Warren, please.
All right, if it'll make it any easier on you, Simon did not show up last night for work either. Eh?
Did he call in sick?
No, India, you know perfectly well he... You mean you weren't with Simon last night?
I'm sure he's all right.
Come on, let me buy you a drink.
No, thank you, Warren. I have to meet a client for the foundation here. Joseph Veccarino. Has he arrived?
No, I don't think so. Let me give you my private table.
I tell you, if it weren't for my work, I think I'd go insane.
William, hello. Oh, Mr. Morrow. Dining alone?
No, actually, I'm going to have lunch with a client. You probably know her, Mrs. Gunther. Has she arrived yet?
No, she hasn't.
Oh, well, that'll give me time to call my office. If she arrives...
Listen, feel free to use the phone at the bar.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
William, India is expecting a Mr. Veccarino.
Very good. And Mr. Morrow is expecting a Mrs. Gunther.
Really? I'll bet she's divorcing that old coot. Really? I really can. Alexander.
Mrs. Bowler.
Hello, William. Warren, I'm sorry for the way I behaved on the phone last night. I had no right to treat you the way I did.
Please, it's all right.
No, it isn't. Just I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do.
This is about Simon, isn't it?
He gave me an ultimatum. Either accept him as a member of my family within 24 hours or he'll walk. My first instinct was to send him packing. But what if he's telling the truth? What if he is family?
Come on, sit down. You'll feel better.
I thought going to visit Brandon would help me decide. I even asked for some sort of sign.
Alexandra.
I'm desperate. I'm so alone, Warren, so utterly alone.
You'll never be alone. You will always have me.
No. And I'm grateful. But it's my family I've lost. They're all gone, except Philip. And I may have driven him away in spite of myself. I've made so many mistakes in my life, I don't dare make another with Simon.
You mean in all this time you haven't found anything conclusive about him? Nothing to help you decide?
No. Oh, there have been bits and pieces. I found out he asked to be assigned to the Spaulding train car last year when India and Philip separated.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Well, why did he do it? Why didn't Simon just come to me outright? Why did he have to make contact with India first?
I can't tell you how much I've looked forward to meeting you.
Well, the feeling's mutual, Mrs. Spaulding. I've heard quite a lot about you.
Simon or no Simon, divorce or no divorce, I will not allow India to continue running the foundation. It's Philip's heritage and his responsibility. I have to find some way to win Philip back.
Now, in view of these
Ever get a stain that looked like...
Roxy, your father has offered to help, and frankly, I could use the help right now.
Well, do whatever you want. I really don't care. But don't say I didn't warn you.
No, but hang on just a dadgum minute. I was hoping that you and me working together here would give us a chance to get to know each other better. Be a real family.
Oh, joy. Give me a reason to live.
Roxy, it's Reva. Mr. Shane, can I talk to you for a second down here?
Call me home.
How's he doing? Sleeping? Good. Do you want me to bring you any more brandy? How about chicken noodle soup? That always did us good. Okay, yeah, I'll be there as soon as my shift's over. Yeah, he's here. Don't worry, I won't say anything to him.
Now, I'm not gonna be sorry for doing this, am I?
No way. You need me. I got both the time and the experience. And me and Mars go way back.
I'll bet.
Besides, with me here, you can saw wood and drive nails to your heart's content. I run this place like clockwork.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give it a shot, but just on a trial basis. Oh, no.
So have you talked to Laura yet? Was she upset about the Woman on the Edge articles being submitted?
Yes, but I promised her that the two of us would do our utmost to protect her identity.
Of course, I'll do everything I can, Fletcher. Oh, sorry.
Good. I can't ask for more than that.
Yeah. Listen, can you stay for lunch?
No. I have to get back to the paper.
Oh, come on. You don't have to hurry, do you?
Maeve, I would really like to have lunch with you, but I do have this meeting at 1 o'clock, and you know how grumpy Pat Beagle gets? He's made to be waiting, huh?
Yeah. Wait, I have a great idea. Let's have the meeting here.
No way.
Why not? Fletcher, there is plenty of room, and that saves you making a telephone call later to rehash everything that you talked about before.
Maeve, you don't have a very long memory, do you? Because your husband and I, we have this agreement that you're not going to be talking any kind of business at all, and now you want me to have an editorial meeting right here in your living room?
I took my insulin injection this morning. I've tested my blood sugar level. It was absolutely fine. I promise I will sit absolutely still while you are here. I will prop my feet up, and I will take a nap as soon as you leave.
No, I can't let you do it.
Fletcher, please, I need the company. Thanks. Hi, Pat. This is your boss. Have you had lunch yet?
Just sit. You are in no frame of mind to deal with India right now. We've got Simon to worry about.
Yes. And what worries me the most about Simon is India. It's one thing if Simon used her to gain entree to the Spauldings. It's another thing altogether if India uses him against me.
No. Simon is too smart to let her do that.
Really? You weren't?
Alexandra, that is ancient history. How many times do I have to tell you? India seduced me.
That's just the point. She used you. If I were to accept Simon into my family now, how could I be sure she wouldn't use him, too?
Scott, could you deliver those drinks to the table, please? Sure.
William, has Mrs. Gunther shown up yet?
No, Mr. Marley, she hasn't. And she hasn't called either.
All right, thank you.
Time after time, she has come back like a cat with 9 lives. Look at her. Wooing that poor man to part with his money so she can endow the tuba section of some wretched symphony. I'm not going to let her get away with it anymore.
Alexandra.
India, I would like a word with you.
Well, I'm sorry, Alexander. Now's not a good time. I'm in the middle of a business lunch, a foundation business lunch.
Joseph Vaccarino. You must be Alexandra Spaulding.
Oh, I am so sorry to intrude, Mr. Vaccarino, but would you excuse us for a moment? I have some news for India that just can't wait.
Oh, certainly. I have to touch base with my office anyway. Excuse me, ladies.
Thank you. I hope you're enjoying your lunch.
I was.
Good. Because it may be your last meal as an executive of my family's foundation.
Will you please stop threatening me? I gave up Philip, not the foundation. He saw to that.
Really? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the divorce isn't final yet. So Philip could change his mind about leaving you in charge. And if I have anything to do with it, he will.
What went on between Philip and me is our business. Stay out of it.
Never. Oh, and if you think you'll get Simon as some sort of consolation prize, forget it. I could never legitimize Simon's claim after the scandal he's involved himself in.
What scandal?
You mean you don't know? Simon was arrested.
Is he okay?
Hey, that sketch!
Simon was arrested. Why?
He was involved in some sort of melee at company with Jesse Matthews.
Jesse.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry. They've been released, and both are doing beautifully. They make a lovely couple, don't they? Not to mention lucky.
I don't want to hear anymore.
It's not every couple that could survive a car wreck on Valentine's Day and then being locked in a dank jail cell together, but they just seem to thrive on it. Well, it's a curious courtship, I'll admit, but then Simon's a curious man.
Shut up.
Am I boring you?
I have to leave.
I hope it's something I said.
What's happened to Mrs. Spaulding?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Vectorino. I'm afraid you will have to reschedule your meeting. India has just suffered a terrible loss.
Alexandra?
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Warren. Would you please put Mr. Vectorino's tab on my account?
Oh, well, thank you. That's very gracious.
You're quite welcome. Enjoy your lunch.
Pardon me?
Did you see the way India flew out of here? I put the fear of God in her.
Mm-hmm, and it could have cost me my entire lunch business.
Will you stop quibbling about money for once? There are more important things.
Name one.
My family. Ross, I'd like to speak with you. Please?
Boy, I never thought I'd see the day we'd be putting our John Hancocks on this hippie space.
Yeah, old Pinckney held out against this merger as long as he could, but he finally caved in.
Yeah, well, he never expected to see the three of us come at it from different directions.
Ain't that the truth? Now, let's celebrate. I'll call Connie and have her make a mess of ribs and some venison chili, and we will waste the whole afternoon.
It's a good idea. We deserve vacation.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm afraid I can't. Maeve is just home from the hospital. She needs me.
Oh, yeah, right. We'll save the party for the christening.
Well, thanks. That sounds like a good idea.
Don't mention it. Just as well, anyway. Nobody makes venison chili as good as Reva does. You know, I saw her at Bert Bauer's funeral the other day. She was looking awfully worn out to me. Maybe she's doing too much at that damn hospital.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about Reva. She's tough. She can take whatever they give her at Cedars. Excuse me. Hello? Jackson, how are you? How's California? Yeah. No, that's out of the question. I can't come to California tomorrow, no. Maeve isn't feeling well. She needs me here. Well, yeah, I understand it. Mindy's a big girl. She can handle herself. Talk to Johnny's people. Talk him out of it. Yeah, I can see the advantage of having the both of us on the show. All right. One day. That's it. I'll go home now and pack. But look, Jackson, this better be worth my while. Okay. Yep. Put her on.
There's a girl.
Hello, Melinda. I'm glad to hear you're having such a good time out there. Listen, there's a couple people here who'd like to say hi to you. Hold on. Samson girl's on the line.
Hey, Princess.
So, my grandbaby needs you, huh?
Yeah. I just, a bit sorry. I feel like my own baby needs me here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Michelle can only have me part-time because I'm a single parent. That is not my fault. If this whole thing is because of Briggs, I will stop seeing him,
Claire,
okay?
Claire, it isn't just this one incident. Maureen and I have been thinking about this for a long time.
You haven't been thinking about it. You have been plotting to take my baby away from me from the day she was born.
No, that is not true. I didn't decide to go through with the custody suit until I saw Michelle with Bert. And I realized how happy Michelle would be surrounded with people that really love her. And I'm going to see to it that she gets that happiness. With a father, with a mother, and with a brother. Michelle will never have another reason to ever wake up crying and alone again.
protein power to cut clean through.
Hey, looking good.
Kurt. I think you're making a big mistake by letting him work here. Putting him behind the bars like putting a weasel to watch a hen house.
Roxy, I'm giving him a chance, same as I would anybody.
Whatever you say.
Listen, we need the help, unless you want to work more hours.
No. I've got enough to do already.
That's what I thought. Listen, Roxy, the man is your father. He's not just some stranger walking in out of the cold. Give him a chance. He's the only daddy you got.
Lucky me. So what, you gonna go work on your house?
Yeah, I sure am. Mindy called just before you came.
Yeah?
Yeah, I talked to her, and just hearing her voice made me want to get that house done just as soon as I can. You know, she's gonna be home pretty soon, and I want to have as much done by the time she gets here, so she'll be real surprised.
This sounds wonderful, Kurt.
Yeah. Listen, if you want to help me, you're welcome anytime.
I'd love to, but,
Yeah, you gotta work here, right? Well, maybe later, all right?
Okay.
Okay, it's a date. And make sure you bring your hammer, all right?
Fun date you are.
Listen, Hawk, I'm out of here, all right? And Roxy will show you the ropes. See ya.
And I know just the kind of rope you got in mind.
Did I say anything?
You didn't have to. I know you got it in for me. But I'm here to tell you, I need this job. Sister can't make it on her own without my help.
Well, I tell you what. You stay out of my way, and I'll stay out of yours, and we'll get along just fine.
Wait a minute. Is this my Roxy? Normally, you'd be pitching a fit at my being here. What's wrong?
Well, right now, I've got better things to worry about.
Ain't that the gospel?
Roxy, I demand to see Jesse Matthews this minute.
Sounds like you're having a grand old time. Really? People in the streets are asking you for your autograph? Ooh-wee, ain't that something? Well, darling, your daddy and I sure do miss you. It ain't the same without our little princess around. Your what? Your footprints fit into Claudette Colbert's at the Chinese Theater. Well, hot damn. She's not as pretty as you are, but she's a looker. Huh? Well, she's an actress, darling. You know, I talked to that husband of yours last night. He sure sounds lonely without you.
Yeah, but don't worry, sweetheart. HB and I'll keep an eye on him while you're away.
He's spending most of his time working on that dream house of yours. Yeah, there's a lot more to do, but he'll get it finished. All right, all right. Now, you enjoy the mall opening and try to behave yourself a little bit, huh? Bye, darling.
Bye-bye, princess.
Poor thing. She's worried that Kurt won't be able to finish that house by himself.
Oh, he's a big strapping boy. You'll make out okay.
Yeah, but building a house is a big job to tackle all by yourself, and Mindy ain't there to help him.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I am, if you're thinking we should lend Kurt a helping hand.
You hit the nail right on the head.
Claire, I know I could never take your place in Michelle's life.
Isn't for a lack of trying, though, is it, Maureen?
Now, you know that's not true. I only want what's best for Michelle.
I'm what's best for Michelle.
If you give us custody, I will do everything in my power to make sure that it works out for the best for everyone. I swear I will. Claire, you can visit her whenever you like. You can continue to live up here in the apartment. You can come and go as you please. You can have your job. You can have your personal life.
Claire, please, just think about it.
I have thought about it, and there is no way you can convince me that my daughter would be better off without her mother's love.
But she won't be without her mother's love. Don't you know I care about Michelle as if she were my very own?
Oh, yes. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Poor little Maureen isn't woman enough to have her own baby, so she's trying to steal mine.
Claire.
All right. You go ahead and think anything you want. But the reason I'm so close to Michelle is because I was close to you when you were pregnant with her. Claire, I thought you were my best friend.
What happened to all that closeness, Maureen? Where did it all go?
Maybe we could find it again. Look, Michelle brought Ed and me back together. We're stronger now than we ever have been. She could do the same for us if you'd just let her.
Claire, I want to give my daughter a family. A family that includes you. All you have to do is give us custody of Michelle.
You'll get Michelle over my dead body.
What would you rather rely on? Something wimpy or something hefty?
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
What judge is going to give a drunk custody of a child, I ask you, Ed? And I think you were accused of murder at one point, weren't you? And suspended from your job? Now, that's not going to look very good on your record, is it? Huh? And you?
All right, Claire, now stop it.
You were nothing but a low-class secretary from the wrong side of town when you married Ed. I got to hand it to you, though. Got to give you some credit, Maureen. You really know how to take advantage of a situation, don't you? Oh.
If I had any doubts about taking Michelle away from you, you have just erased them. You can't give Michelle the love she needs. You're too full of hate.
Go ahead. You just try to take my baby away from me. You just try, Ed. Go ahead.
We will.
Good. Good. You'll have a big, fat fight on your hands, an ugly, filthy one.
Please sit down, Rose.
Until my client arrives, I'm all yours.
It's Philip.
What's he done now?
Nothing. It's what I've done. I've pushed him away, Rose. Alienated him from his own family. Philip came to me right after Brandon died. He tried so hard to comfort me, but I wouldn't let him. I turned on him. But it was my grief talking, Ross, not me. I love Philip.
So much has been done to that boy in the name of love.
I know. And I want to make up for it.
Now, I imagine you just happen to have the perfect plan.
Oh, please, Ross, don't be cruel. I'm only trying to do what's right.
You want Philip back at the foundation?
Exactly. But not the foundation as it exists now. No, I see the foundation returning to what my father meant it to be. A true charity that helps people, not enriches itself.
You're gonna have to talk to India about that.
I want her out. She doesn't care about people. She gives commissions to established artists. She endows the already endowed. I am sure Philip would like nothing more than using the foundation to give money to people who need it. The poor, the elderly, anyone who deserves it.
You want me to talk to Philip on your behalf?
He'll listen to you. He trusts you.
Maybe. But Philip is enjoying his writing. I hate to tear him away from that right now.
We have to. The foundation needs him. He's the only family I have left.
What about Simon?
Simon isn't family.
Are you sure about that? I mean, if you were, you would send him packing a long time ago.
I am not here to discuss Simon.
Yes, you are. Indirectly. You can't seem to control Simon. So you're trying to control everyone around him. My advice is deal with Simon first. Worry about Philip later.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Marler, but Miss Gunther just called. She had to cancel.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, William. Listen, I hate to cut this short, but I do have an office to run.
Yes, I'm sure you're very busy these days between your work and your social life.
Now, just hang on to your tiara, you royal snootiness. Nobody talks to my little girl that way.
That's okay, Pop. I'll take care of this customer.
Go to it, Gail.
I want to see Jesse Matthews now. Well, I didn't hear you say please, India. In case you forgot, I don't work for you anymore. So if you want something, you better ask for it like a lady. Unless you forgot how. I don't have time for this. It's too bad, because I got all day. Very well. I want to see Jesse Matthews now. Please. Why? That is none of your business. It's a personal matter. Let me guess. You're on the warpath.
Just tell Jessie that I would like to talk to her now.
Well,
please.
She's not here yet.
You just keep on enjoying this. I'll wait.
Well, that suits me fine, India, but these tables are reserved for paying customers. What can I get you?
Peace and quiet.
Coming right up. Oh, by the way, Jessie won't be here for another 5 hours. Would you like that peace and quiet rare or well done?
I'm sure that it is rare in this dive.
Well, I can leave a message for her if you'd like.
No, that won't be necessary. I'll speak to her when I get back.
Well, that's better than wrestling.
Honey, you really did a number on that one.
Not now, Hawk. Leave me alone.
Oh, this stuff is good. We ought to do it more often.
I couldn't agree with you more, Pat.
So, what did you want to discuss?
Yeah. What did you want to discuss?
Yeah, boss, what did you want to discuss?
I wanted to discuss the human interest section.
Well, we did real well with the Laura articles.
Yeah? Well, I thought it was a rotten idea at first, but I got to admit, it was a great circulation booster.
That's right. That's why we have to come up with something absolutely stellar to top ourselves.
That is not going to be easy. What about my neighborhood bar idea? The death of the real man's bastion.
I'm still considering that one, Pat, but any other ideas?
How about careers?
How about them?
Well, you know, how people decide on their career.
Might be interesting. What about women and their careers and balancing pregnancy and families? What do you think? I like that.
Yeah, here we go again, another dame story.
What was that, Pat?
Nothing.
What do you think, Reed? I mean, you think a series on women who want to have it all would work?
I don't know. I think we'd have to flesh it out some more.
Hey, what is this?
Oh, that. Listen, that is great. That is a diaper stacker. You hang it on the edge of the crib, and you stack the diapers in here. It's terrific.
Drawers aren't good enough, huh?
No, it just makes it easier. Listen, have you guys seen these? Look at this, a Lincoln log.
Lincoln log? I used to love those.
Me too. I was playing with them last night.
Really?
Yeah, they're great.
Could I?
Well, yeah, sure. Go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead.
Grown man playing with toys. Pitiful.
Yeah. But there's this erector set over here.
Where?
Right here.
Let me see.
No. I saw this first. This is mine. No, you don't. I got the erector
Boy,
set.
come on. No.
I got dibs on this baby.
What the hell is going on here?
You know, we can always get soft, strong, absorbent coronet. But
Kyle, we just finished lunch, and...
No, you don't have to tell me what's going on, Maeve. I can see. And I don't need a reporter to tell me who's responsible. Go on, get out of here, all of you.
Bye, boss. Really good lunch.
Yeah.
For the lunch.
Not you, Reed. You're staying.
Concern for family is one thing. You telling me how to run my social life is quite another. Stay the hell out of it. It is none of your business.
It is if it involves one of my employees.
Kella works for you. You don't own her, you don't control her. But that's been your problem all along, hasn't it? You tried to control Lou Jack and you lost him. You tried to control Philip and you lost him. Now you're trying to control Kella and Simon. If you're not very careful, Alex, you'll lose them too.
Oh, those Bowers aren't going to take you away from me. No way. Mommy won't let them. No. What's the matter? You're the only precious thing in my life right now. Yes, I know. The only real thing. And I'm not gonna let those Bowers take you. No.
It's no surprise that kids love our fun finger food.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Stephen Dweck. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.